Hi guys, Merle Dixon. I just wanted to take a few minutes and let you know that if everything goes the way it's supposed to go, tomorrow evening, Mark and I will be back on. And I couldn't even, it's to try to tell you what his shift has been and the hours that he's worked, it's unreal. But I'll try to give you a little heads up anyway. There for a while he was working 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. And then he went to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. And now they've got him on third shift. But the way it works out is his day starts on Sunday and finishes on Friday. So he's off on Saturday night. So, when I found that out, I thought, well, hey, we ought to say hello to the folks. Anyway, so about regular time tomorrow night, say probably it's going to be, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. We should be good to go. And I know you're all looking at this this little thing down there at the bottom. It says Neon Vests Organizing a National Movement. And this is something that I just think has the potential to be really, really good for us. I've gotten a little political here lately, as some of you can probably tell. But what this is, if some of you are familiar with the Seething Frog, okay, he's an old guy about my age, and I think he's a little smarter. Now that helps too. But he has this idea, and let me play just a piece of one of his videos here. And it'll just give you a bit of an idea as to what we're looking at.
The purpose of this is to wear vests to take down the deep state, all of it. Not just a little piece, not the SES, not some bureaucrat, not get the wall built. That's not the only thing. That's a 1% solution. We need to do it all, and the only way to do it is to go to the bottom of the well, the bottom of the swamp, and ferret them all out. Every snake, and all the way to the bottom where the dragons lie.
Okay. He's got a good idea here. Basically what we're going to do is something similar to what the French are doing. We're going to wear vests. Now, you can wear any color you want, as long as it's neon. And the reason basically for that is that yellowjacketvest.org or whatever it was that he was trying to get was $2,000, and we couldn't expect him to have to pay for that. So he ended up with neon vests. So you can wear any color you want to, and that way you can represent yourself or or whatever it is that you think you want to. If you want to wear pink for cancer, or red, white, and blue for America, whatever. But the idea of this thing is supposed to be that everybody's welcome. We're not going to concentrate on the right and the left and anything racial or anything like that. We want to be, how can I explain it? We want it to be Americans. We want to keep our country, take back what's been taken away from us, and make it great again. So, that's the whole thing. But what I'd like for you to do, for those of you that don't watch, and I can't think of his name right now because he very rarely ever says it, but I'd like for you to, if you would, to go to his YouTube channel and watch the last two videos that he's made and watch the oldest one first, because I think it'll come to you better that way. And you know, it may not be anything that you want anything to do with, but the way he's thought it up is just really cool, because we want to go all the way across the United States, and you can go by congressional districts, and you can be like me. I could be so-and-so from congressional district number 15 in California, or wherever I'm from. You know, that's the way it would work. But we're also, or well, I said we, he's also thinking that everyone in a congressional district that is willing to could take care of whatever paperwork, or you know, getting the word out to people that they need to be somewhere if they can at a certain time, because you know the politicians are getting ready to vote on something, and we either like it or don't like it, but we need to let them know. And if as many of us as can show up, if this thing was to catch on, can you imagine how cool it would be if, say for instance, they were trying to pass a law that was just plain purely stupid, which it happens quite often, and all across the United States, in all these towns, there's 1 million people show up, or 2, or 3. You know, it could happen. It could happen easily. And you know, the price of vests are, you know, they're like about $10 a piece. You can get a yellow one for that anyway. And I can see a lot of people going all out and having somebody make them red, white, and blue with stars, you know, so what have you. Anyway, I said all that basically to say this. I think it's a wonderful idea. And what I like about the Seething Frog is he doesn't belong to the Masonic Lodge, he doesn't belong to the Knights of Columbus, and he doesn't belong to anything that would cause him to lean one way or the other, except he probably is leaning over to the right just a little bit. We would expect him to do that. But, you know, his channel is not monetized. People have tried to give him money, and he won't take any money. I sent him an email a while ago, and I told him that I've got the ability to do live streaming. You know, I can bring him in, and we can get together, or we can get on Zoom, and we can have private meetings, whatever, you know. So I think it really has the potential of doing something that's great, you know. And if it doesn't, hey, we can always say we tried. But back to the other thing. Mark and I will be here about, like I said, about 8 o'clock tomorrow night, providing the good Lord's willing, and the creeks don't rise. We'll be here, and hopefully you'll all come back and see us tomorrow evening. That'll be Saturday, the 2nd of February. Boy, where's the time going anyhow? Thanks, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.